Okay, so I'm having to do this video again. I apologize in advance. The video did not, let's see here, did not work on the previous one because I forgot to put the sound through through here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do this very similar. So what I wanted to show you is the two new features that stand out to me in the upgrades to Logic Pro 11, and that is, the first one is the stem separation. Now I'm going to bring this track in. This track is at 89 BPM, so I'm going to just go ahead and set it to 89 BPM, and this track is a track from Output co-producer that I did, which has stems, and I wanted to see how well it works with breaking out some of the stems. Now I can tell you now that if you play this bass, it does not sound like a bass. So listen. Even the guitar does, I mean, it sounds good, but the bass just doesn't sound like a bass. So it's not going to be able to detect that bass. And the percussion probably will blend in with that with those drums. So you won't get the stems, although you can see right here I have the stems. But I'm just using this one because it won't give me a copyright strike using it. And so this is just an example of what could be done. Of course, you could use any sample you want, but I'm just showing you. Okay, so you go down to processing and then stem splitter. It's going to ask you what stems you want. I already know that the bass is not going to work in this, but just for purpose of showing you, I'll show you. All right, we'll click all of them and split. And you can see these two are blank, as I said. There's no vocals on this track, number one, so it wouldn't be able to detect it, so we'll delete that track. It's fine. And the bass doesn't sound like a bass, so we'll delete that track. So here's what we come out with. Now check out these drums. These sound really good for a stem splitter. Check this out. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I hear the percussion in there. So you're getting the drums and the percussion. And then here's the rest of it, which will be everything but the drums and percussion. Okay, so this is a really busy track, and I did that to show you if a track is simple. Let's say it has a piano, maybe a bass, maybe drums, and one lead, like a guitar or something. It'll probably, and then some vocals. We'll say 5 things. Then you'll get the vocals, the drums, probably the guitar and the piano will be together, and then you would get the bass, and they sound really good. So in my opinion, this is what I would use Logic for. Now, Logic has so many more features, so again, this is my thoughts, my opinion. It's not right, it's not wrong, it's just my thoughts. Okay, so that's how I would use Logic. To me, this feature was a great add, and it does sound better than most other things, especially if you're on iOS. This is probably, in my opinion, the best one on iOS. Okay, and that's just an opinion. So I'm going to mute these tracks, and then I'm going to show you the other feature that was added that is pretty good, and that has to do with the session player. So we're used to the drums. Pick which style of drums you want, and it, can do that. The bass player is new, and you can pick from any of these options. So let's just do bass, and I'll give you a thought here. Here's the bass, so let's just play it. Ooh, I like that. Very nice. Okay, so this is not a tutorial to show you and explain every detail. I'll just point out some things I like about it. It follows the chord progressions that you have, and you can obviously change these parts as you wish. I'm not going to sit here and do that. There's presets that's built in. My only thing with these presets that I'm not too fond of is their presets. So let me see if I do a funky. I mean, they're good. There's nothing dead wrong with it at all. It's pretty good. So you have some adjustments here. Looks like you can add some double stops, which is nice. There's a humanized feel. That's good. It sounds pretty good. You can also just use this as a bass. So you could delete that if you didn't like it. Does have the pitch. Let's see. The mod seems like it's working, but it would be cool if that was vibrato. Whatever the case, is pretty good. And if you look over here, of course, you have a compressor, EQ, and this fat effects that they've made to, I guess, give it some character, some color. So that's pretty cool. Contemporary. So really nice. Nothing that I don't think about it as bad. It's really good for what it's worth. Okay, so then the piano. Let's just look at the keyboard player. Freely broken chords, block chords. So if you don't know this, broken chords are like where you take a chord and you play, you break it up basically. So like if it's like C, E, G, then you would play it that way. Here, I'll just show you. Be easier than trying to explain it. So see here how these are chords, but they're broken. They're not played as a block chord. So listen to it. So one note could be, so let's say here's a C, E, G. I'm just playing it. But you want to move maybe and play the C over here. Or it could be you just play the C, E, and then the G C comes after it. So I'm playing a bass note, right? Like that. There's so many ways to do a broken chord. But anyway, that's just an idea. This isn't a lesson anyway. I'm not trying to teach you broken chords. Block chords, which now you can see it a little bit better. See how they're right here, how they're all just straight chords. That'd be just like me going. Just simple. Okay, so and they're playing one bass note. Just like that, right? Okay, so now you get that. So I'm not going to go through every one. I'm just showing you kind of what it is. And it's pretty cool that you can really customize, get up in here and adjust the chords, change them out, etc., etc. And of course, you have all the effects that are going through here. Pretty cool. Nothing. And I guess for some people that don't play, they don't play the instrument, this is kind of nice. They could use it, maybe chop it up, whatever you want to do. However you prefer to make music. Everybody's a little different, and that's what makes music cool. So we're all a little different in the way we do it. Then there is this feature. If you, let me see if I can find it for you. It's called, no, that's not what it's called. It's Perform Again, but I'm trying to see where it was at so that I can show you, because I don't want you to look up here because you may not see it. Move, trim, split. Wait. Where was it? Nope. I'm not seeing it for some reason down here, but I feel like it was in here. So anyway, it's this feature here. It's called, you'll have to find, if I could find it, I'd show it to you, but just hit perform again and you'll notice that it changes the chords and the roots. Look up here too, it changed. Okay, you see that? So if you right click on the actual stuff and hit perform again, maybe it's in here. Nope. So you get what I'm saying? Like this right here might be the chorus. Then you duplicate it. I didn't mean to duplicate that, but whatever. Let's see, in this one, boom. If you hit option and pull down, you can do this. And then let's say you keep these block chords, but you want it to perform a different way. So let's say when you get out to this spot, so it changed this one too with this one. It shouldn't do that, but there we go. So now this one's different when it gets out here. The point is that you can make a bridge or a chorus or something different if you wanted to. Just keep it and perform again. It's going to change it a little bit. Yeah, just some options that you have. Anyway, so that's the new features. In my opinion, the one that I would get the most use out of is the stem splitting. I don't do stem stuff a lot, but occasionally I'll want something or I'm sampling something, so I might choose it. But to each his own. Whatever you want to do, just find what works out for you, and just build songs, create music, however you want to do. For some people, this will be a game changer, and for others, it may not. But whatever the case may be, just make music, have fun, and that's the key. That is it for this video. I wanted to keep it as short as possible, just show you some of these features that you can use. And if you're in Logic on the iPad, I'm pretty sure you have the same features, or for the most part. It may look a little different or be, you may have to move stuff a little bit different, but very similar to the desktop. All right, that is it for me. I am out. Until the next one.